Flooding and landslides cause deaths, injuries, and homelessness every year, and damage or destroy buildings, roads, and other infrastructure. Studies show that changing climatic conditions, resulting in increased rainfall, permafrost degradation, and melting sea and glacier ice, can increase the frequency of fast-moving, catastrophic landslides and flooding events. Greater storm intensity enhances flooding and erosion in coastal environments and can lead to larger and more frequent landslides inland. Floods. Almost 9 out of every 10 Alaska Native villages experience flooding and/or erosion. Floods in Alaska commonly result from coastal storm surge, ice jams in rivers, high precipitation events, or rapid thawing of winter snow and ice. Coastal floods are caused when storms move across the ocean and push water up onto the beach, which is called storm surge. Wave runoff and fluctuations in the tide cycle can cause even more flooding. Winter storms and less sea ice during fall lead to more erosion and flooding. GGS works with communities and other partners to collect accurate coastal elevation data, nearshore bathymetry, and water levels critical for modeling floods and making informed decisions about the coastal zone.
ये नदी में खड़ी कर रखी है, ये बच जाएगी अगर यहाँ अटक गई तो।
Riverine floods are very common in Alaska and can cause severe erosion along riverbanks. Many springtime floods are generated by ice jams on major rivers when there is a backup of water into surrounding areas because a river or stream is blocked by a buildup of ice or other debris. For example, 2013 Yukon River flooding near Galena, Ophice can cause flooding too. It is a form of ice that builds during the winter on streams and rivers when groundwater is forced by hydraulic pressure to break through to the surface and flow on top of previously formed ice. Ophice can sometimes cause streams and rivers to jump out of their traditional flood plain, causing floods in unexpected areas. For example, 2015 Dalton Highway flooding. Landslide is a catch-all term that refers to mass movement of rock and soil on slopes that have become too steep to be stable. Stable slopes can become unstable with added groundwater pressure, which is why landslides often happen during or after heavy rainfall. Alaska's climate and geology sets the landscape up for landslides. Alaska has trigger mechanisms, such as permafrost degradation, glacial retreat, earthquakes, and isostatic rebound uplift of the Earth's crust after a heavy weight is removed. These trigger mechanisms can cause some unique types of landslides such as snow ice rock avalanches and frozen debris flows. Collapse of hanging glaciers and rock ice faces is most common in areas with glaciers and steep topography, frequently the same areas that attract tourists. These types of landslides are among the most dangerous to people and infrastructure. Alaska's warming climate has already caused many areas to become unstable. Future warming will increase landslide risk throughout the state, especially.
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah motor naik, ya Allah motor, ya Allah astagfirullah, ya Allah astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah astagfirullah.